The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello Snappy kids, are you all fine? Yes? Happy? Yes? Sure, fine. I'm also doing good. I hope you all have watched our last video and note down the points in your notebook. So children, do you all remember what all things we have discussed in the last session? Yes, we have discussed about how to crop an image, resize an image and all, right? So let's move with our today's session. Now we are going to learn about a canvas. What is a canvas? Yes, the place where we work in a gym is called a canvas. How can we create a canvas or how can we take a new canvas? Yes, we have to go to File menu and select option New. A dialog box will appear and you can select the required template from it and you can give the required height and width and then click OK. You will get a new canvas and in the canvas only you will be working in the gym. In the last class I have shown you the canvas. Now I hope you all know how we can take a new canvas. Right children? Yes. Now our next topic is background color. What is a background color? You all know, right? Yes. The color which we are giving in the background. Here I have given it as a white color, right? And if you want you can change it to some other color. In gym also we have such an option. Okay? Let's see how it can be taken. For that we have to click on the foreground and background colors. Where can we find this foreground and background color? Yes. In the toolbox you can see the foreground and background color option. Can you see? Usually it will be in black and white. If you need to change the colors you can select it. Okay? And select the blend tool. In the toolbox itself you can see the blend tool option. Can you see? Yes, it is for mixing of colors. Okay? We can select the blend tool and we can click on the canvas and drag it. Then after selecting these colors we can select on the canvas and drag it. You can see the color changing. Okay? If you need just a single color we can go for foreground and background color. Or if you need a mixture of many colors or even if you need a gradient color you can select that also. Or you can also go for the option called bucket fill. Do you remember bucket fill color? Yes. You can also go for this option. Okay children? I hope you are clear about it. Now our next topic is to add a text. As in other softwares, in our gym also there is an option for us to give text to our contents. Or if we need to type something into our canvas, we can use the option text. How can we give text to a canvas? Yes, let's see. Click on the text tool. Where can we find the text tool? Yes. Here in the toolbox you can see the option called text tool. Can you see? Yes. And in the text tool you can set the required font size and color. What do you mean by font? You all remember, right? Yes, the different patterns or styles which you want you can select and the font size. If you need it as smaller you can go for the smaller size and if you need it big you can select accordingly and the color. Here I have given the font color as black, right? And the heading it is blue. In the same way if you need some other colors like this you can also select it from the tool option. Now click on the canvas and type the required text. And after selecting these options you can go to your canvas and type the required data. If I am giving my name Naina, I can type it in the canvas and by using the move tool we can rearrange the contents we have typed. Where can we find the move tool? Yes. Here in the toolbox, you can find the move tool. Can you see? Okay. And I hope you all are now clear about how can we add a text. Okay. Now, as I told you earlier, GIMP is an image editing software, but we can use it also for drawing. I think if you are, many of you might have participated for digital painting competition. If you have, you will know. We will be doing it in the GIMP only. Okay. In GIMP also there is a facility for us to draw pictures. Let's see how we can do that. To draw in GIMP or to draw in a canvas, we need the paintbrush tool. Where can we find the paintbrush tool? Yes. In our toolbox, you can see the paintbrush tool. That is an icon of a paintbrush, right? It's called the paintbrush tool. By using this tool, we can draw in our canvas. And we need to select a suitable color from foreground and background colors. To select the required colors, we need to select the option called foreground and background color. Okay, and then click on the tool option to adjust the brush size. If I need to give a gentle stroke, means I have to reduce my brush size, and to reduce it we have to go for tool options. Okay, by clicking on the tool option we can increase or decrease the brush size according to our needs. Okay, I hope you got an idea about how to draw a picture. Now let's see what's our next topic. Attractive headings. By this, what do you understand? Yes, of course, we all make different types of presentations, PPTs or our projects and all, right? And we will be mentioning our title in different patterns or styles, right? In the same way, in our GIMP also, to make our headings attractive, we can do few things. Let's see what are they. Click on the file and select the create logos. To make our headings attractive, we can choose the logos from file. Here logos is not that. Logos is used for making our headings attractive. Okay, and from it you can select the required logo type. Whatever the type you need, we can select it and you can just type it in the window present. In the dialog box will appear. In that dialog box you can see a window where we need to type the title. We are typing it by selecting a particular logo type. Our headings will be changed accordingly and you will be getting an attractive heading. Okay, in the practical session I will show you how to do these things. Now a screenshot. You all are familiar with screenshot, right? Yes. By using our camera we will be clicking pictures. But to capture what is in our desktop screen or in our mobile screen, what can we do? And we will be just simply using the screenshot, right? In the same way, in computer also we have the same feature. You can see an option called print screen, right? Press the print screen in your keyboard. You can screenshot your desktop, or if I need to screenshot a particular portion of a window or an opened window, you can use the Alt key and print screen together. Okay? By using these keys, we can screenshot our things from the desktop. In the same way, in GIMP also we can screenshot. But in GIMP, it's a little bit different. Let's see how it is. In the file menu, you can see an option called create. In that, you have to select screenshot. Okay? And you have to give the required details. That is, what should be the width, the height and all things you have to enter. Then click on the snap button. And in the dialog box, there will be an option called snap button. By clicking it, you can make a screenshot of the things which are on your GIMP screen or the desktop. Okay? So children, in the practical session, I will be showing you these things. Okay? And as an activity for this week, you have to do the what's in your textbook back activity. Okay? That is, let's evaluate. You have 3 questions. You have to do it and match the following. You can do it with your pencil. Okay? And you can do send me. Note down all things that we have discussed in your notebooks. Okay, children? Now let's move to our practical session.
So children, let's start our practical session. In the theory session, we have discussed about few topics, and including all those topics, we are going to create a cover page. Okay. By using GIMP, our main purpose for using GIMP is to create such papers, logos, and all. Right. To create that, we can go to application. In the graphics option, we can go to GIMP image manipulation program. In the GIMP window, if you are not having toolbox, go to tools option, then select new toolbox, Ctrl+V. Okay, you can click it here. And our first activity was to create a new canvas. Okay, since we are making our cover page in the canvas, go to File, New. Okay, and you can give the required height and width. But as we are printing our cover pages is in the format of A4 sheet, then go for A4. Okay, then click OK. You will get our new canvas. Now we can give a background and foreground color. To give the background color, you can choose anyone. In your textbook, you can see the cover page, right? Soil and human intervention. In that, you can see it is in brown color. If you wish to change it, you can change. Okay. Now the foreground color also you can add. Okay. Click OK. Now by using the blend tool, just click and drag from one point to the other. Now we have given our background color of the page. Our next activity is to add a text. Now just drag it and we are going to type it here. Okay. If we wish to increase the size, we can increase it here, or just use the arrow mark for increasing or decreasing. Okay. Now let's type project report. If you wish to change the color of your text, we can change it by selecting it and choose the color option here. Click OK. And if you want to make it bold, italic and underline, we can choose it from here. Can you see? Now we have made our project report. Can you see? Yes. Our next activity is to draw an image. To draw an image, we can use the paintbrush tool. Before using the paintbrush tool, you can go to layer option and create a new layer. Okay. Why are we creating a layer before drawing the pictures? Yes. If something is wrong with the tree and we have to erase it, means it will affect the whole canvas. For that, we are creating a layer, and you are erasing anything about the tree, only that particular layer will be affected, and to the canvas it will not be affected. Okay. Now select the paintbrush tool and I am going to draw it in the black color outline. So let's draw the tree. You can make your tree more beautiful. Okay, children? Now let's color our tree. For coloring your tree, you can use the option bucket fill. Can you see? Let's select it and choose the color. For the leaves, let's choose the green color. Click OK. And for the bark, we can choose brown color. Okay, now we have given color to our tree. Our next activity is to create a logo. For creating the logo, yes, we need to go to File, then create, you can see the option logos. I am choosing 3D outline, you can choose whatever you wish. Okay, in that text option, then erase G and add soil and human intervention. Okay, then click OK. We got our logo. After that, go to edit, then copy visible. Before pasting it into our canvas, go to layer, then create a new layer. Okay, then we can paste before. For pasting, you can use edit, then paste. By using the move tool, you can move it to wherever you wish. See, now we have successfully created our cover page. You can make it more beautiful by adding more pictures or like that. Okay, children, and save it. So see you in the next session with a new topic.
So my dear children, I hope you all understood the things which we have learned in our theory part as well as in the practical session. Do keep a note of these things. It will help you in your future exams or in your future life. Do keep a note of these things. Okay. Don't forget to complete it. Make it in your. Don't forget to write it in your notebook. Be safe and be happy. So see you in the next session with a new chapter. Bye.